Hi everyone and welcome to another Dot2 figure review by me, Max Shots, and today I will be reviewing one of the brand new figures which is from Wave 1A of the Series 6 figure line, and this is young Amelia Pond. Now, as some of you may already know, this is the second Amelia Pond figure to be released. The previous one was a Doctor Who Experience exclusive, and this one is the Series 6 Wave 1A version. Now, I got this figure today from Argos for £9.99, and I think it's an excellent figure. It really does look a lot like Caitlin Blackwood, and before I start reviewing the figure itself, I'm going to show you some pictures of the packaging it came in. Okay, so here we have the front. It's just like the Series 5 packaging really. It says highly detailed posable figure and fully posable in the top corners, and then in the middle you've got the plastic bubble containing the figure. At the bottom you've got the card which shows the new Dot2 logo and also the name of the figure. As you can see next to Amelia Pond, it does also state that this figure is from Series 5. On the side of the packaging it's just got another new Dot2 logo. It doesn't say the name of the figure at the side of the packaging anymore, by the way. And if we take a look at the back, we can see all the other figures from Series 6 Wave 1A, and by the way, while I was in Argos, I also got the Silent with Open Mouth, which I shall be reviewing later. Okay, so that's it for the packaging, and now let's review Amelia. Right, okay, so here we have young Amelia. Now we shall start off by taking a look at the detail and the sculpting. Now, one of my favourite things about this figure has got to be the head sculpt, because it really does have a fantastic likeness of Caitlin Blackwood. The facial features have been painted really carefully, her eyes look really nice, her hair's been really nicely sculpted and painted as well. As you can see, it has been made out of two pieces. You've got one piece here which is part of the main head sculpt, and then you've got a separate piece on top. It's been painted with brown on one layer, then ginger over the top, which really does bring out the nice detail within the sculpting for the hair. Now on Amelia's jacket we can see lots of these little red patterns which create the texture of the jacket itself, which is really nice. I think the jacket she wore in the 11th hour must have been made out of cotton, and these little patterns here really do make it look very realistic. As you can see, it has been painted completely red. Some of the shades of red they've used are darker in some places than others, which I think is meant to give it a slightly old and dirty look. Really nicely sculpted and very nicely painted. As you can see around the edges, it has been painted white, and also at the bottom of the sleeves you've got nightgown sleeves there. Now a nightgown is really nice as well. It's just like the one that the Dot2 Experience Amelia Pond figure has. You've got the three little red buttons at the top here, which have been very carefully painted, and then you've got these really nice red patterns going all over it. You've also got some creases on it, which help to make it look used and very lifelike. And then here we can see her boots, which have been made very nicely. We've got lots of detail on them, and as you can see, they are all red. There's also some splodges of darker paint on them to make them look as if they've been used outside quite a lot. So if it's a highly detailed Amelia Pond figure you're looking for, well, look no further. This figure really is absolutely fantastic in terms of its sculpting, paintwork and detail. The head sculpt really has a brilliant likeness of Caitlin Blackwood in my eyes, and I really like the work they've done on the clothing. It looks very realistic, accurate and also lifelike, but that's pretty much the same as realistic. Her head can turn from side to side. It can't go far because of the hair sculpt. Her arms can do a 360 degree turn from the shoulders. They can twist 360 degrees at the biceps. They can move up and down at the elbows, and her hands can turn 360 degrees as well. She doesn't have any waist articulation. Oh, wait a minute, she actually does, and she can turn 360 degrees from there. She can bend her legs from the knees a bit as well, and her feet can turn from the top of the boots. Okay, so that's all of Amelia's articulation. So although she might not be as tall as some of the other Dot2 figures out there at the moment, the articulation is pretty much standard, so you can put her into many different poses. And overall, I think this young Amelia Pond figure is an absolutely fantastic addition to my collection, and I'm glad that they decided to add a figure of Amelia Pond to the line, because then we can do a lot more scene recreations of the 11th hour. And if I was to give the figure a rating out of 10, I'd give it a very well earned 10 out of 10. Once again, the likeness of Caitlin Blackwood on the head sculpt is absolutely superb. They've done a brilliant job of painting all her facial features, and the work they've done on the outfit is absolutely superb, and it looks very detailed, accurate and lifelike. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have to say for this review, YouTubers, but if I have any more comments on this figure, I will add them on YouTube video annotations. And my next figure review, the Silent with Open Mouth from The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon. And while I'm here, I'm just going to give Amelia a quick size comparison with the Silent, and as you can see, the Silent is about twice the size of Amelia. Okay, so that is pretty much all I have to say for this review, YouTubers. I hope you've all enjoyed watching it, and I shall see you again soon in my Doctor Who figure review of the Silent with the Open Mouth.